We always are with our brothers, but ain't nobody gonna take our place. Just stay in tune and stay on top about who forward, about who not. Just green light, all the black economy. Then watch all the shooting, don't stop. To my black people in power, just remember we put you in power. If you really wanna save all the black princesses, be Mario and not Bowser. They gave us a hard job. We gon' make it if we do it together. Divide it before we gotta evolve. With confidence, you are real before you started. With no confidence in the people, we always gon' be defeated.
Welcome back. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm TYRONE Muhammad sitting in for the great Maze Jackson. What's in it for the black people? It's clear we was shut down, man. Hey, Riis. Hey, y'all about to share this live, man. It's clear they don't want us to tell the truth about this thing. And I used to wonder, man, why they keep shutting Maze down. But I understand now. It's like 3 topics that you get shut down from. When you start talking about black and brown coalitions that don't exist, when you start talking about the mayor and the inequities, and when you start talking about violence in this city and how it affects black people and how we being hustled.
Talk to them.
So we have a call online. I want to hear from that caller before I go. I don't know who I need to go see about shutting us down.
Shut it live again. Let's get everybody
Shut it live,
back,
man. Get them back. Tell them the devil is not going to win. Let's go, caller.
Not this morning.
We on.
Can you hear me, Tyrone?
Yes, I can. Who am I talking to?
Hey, Tyrone. This is Edward Burton. I'm from the Wild Hundreds. I met you from day one when you got back on the bricks over off of King Drive at the studio.
Yes, sir.
And, man, I just want to commend you. I'm the one that just sent you the information about San Antonio. I moved here 2 years ago.
Wow.
I was being targeted for violence due to my disability. And I just want to commend you, man, because like the word talks about, you know, a lot of people, they don't believe a miracle unless they can see something. By you keeping true to your word, I mean, I've been down, so I know what it's like to be at a 23-1. A lot of these young men on the street, they don't really see what the end result is going to be into criminal activity, into the hustle, you know, and all that money that they've invested into making on the streets. Then they come into the Cook County. They don't even have money to make a phone call or to make bail or to get an attorney. And everything they've hustled for all them years, they got to get rid of that just in order to try to get their freedom again, only to return back to the same thing. But as they see a man like you that has went in and done 21 years and got out, and all these politicians, all these millionaire basketball athletes and this and that, they could start an organization like yours. Here you came from nowhere and did something positive, so you're living in the solution. Our communities need more men like you that are actually able to show these young men the error of their ways and give them a path that they can take to get out of that criminal-minded behavior. So, man, I just want to commend you, man. A lot of cats down here, they don't, you know, they're not cut from where we're cut. They're watching these videos and they're seeing stuff on TV, and they don't realize, you know, the end consequences of their behavior. And before San Antonio, the east side, gets out of control, like many areas in Chicago are, we need you down here, because they need to see that it's possible for somebody to change and make a difference, and then see the big plan behind the plan, like they did with our Robert Taylor homes, like they did with our Cabrini Green. And now people have been displaced and put all over the city, and they don't know what to do or where to go. And the thing that's negating all of these things that they're doing, Brother Tyrone, is fear. People are afraid, man.
That's facts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother, for
thank you
for that word. And this, you know, I'm so hopeful when I hear stuff like that. you know, because that's why we do this. Like, you don't get, it's like people clout chase, right? In this space, if you clout chase, you be in a graveyard.
Yeah.
You can't, this is not a place where, this is not work that we do in an effort to love black people can kill you, bro. In an effort to love and save black people from the things we didn't even create, bro.
Right.
I didn't create guns. We didn't create dope. I didn't create violence. Violence is as old as America's apple pie.
Talk to him.
We didn't do none of that, bro, but we victimized by it all, man. And if that is not a doggone recipe, man, for you to be angry, upset, and get off your couch, man, to do something, you ain't a man if you watching your women and kids get killed and murdered in these streets, man.
Get your ass off the couch.
It's a time coming, bro. And I say it all the time. I don't know if that screen is the thing, or that's just that because it's showing Maze on that screen. But I don't know if, bro, we are so sick and weak and cowardice, man, that here we are as black men watching our children die. Watching them die. And we don't stand up, man, as a unified front. Before I forget, I want to commend and thank all of those violence prevention groups and workers that's out there on the front line that's for real, for real.
Most definitely.
That's really out here. You know what I'm saying? That has connections like the Bo Deals and the different guys that try to, you know, do all that they can from their space. We're not going to always agree on method, tactics, and ways and strategies. But I commend all those groups that try and attempt. You know, who would we be if we didn't think we was the best?
Talk to him.
I mean, what type of groups? Every group should think they do it the best.
Yep.
But some groups are lying and know they don't do nothing but hustle and pimp.
Tell the truth.
So we know that's not true. So, but we ain't gonna focus on them because they're gonna weed themselves out. Because these little homies recognize the false narrative, the weakness, the cowardice, and they recognize the scam. If you're not saving these shorties, putting your life on the line to repair what you damaged,
get the hell out the way.
That's an issue. That's an issue. It's like we got to do extra. That's why I work to try to be a best example of talk the right language in the sense until I don't have to be an example for these shorties and people listening and carry myself to where you don't have an issue to point at. When I'm talking about the truth, you want to talk about my past. When we saving, we've as a group probably done stopped over 300 shootings.
More than that.
But you want to talk about our past. We have saved so many families and children and women out here in these streets and protected them that you want to continue to hold us for our past and we don't even hold our slave masters accountable for the past. And that's the reason we paid our debt to society. We've been duly convicted by a court of law. And we survived we survive our trauma, man, of white supremacy, bro.
Yeah.
It looks like our neighborhood and disinvestment and disenfranchisement and self-hate and disrespect. We survived it. We have a call online. We survivors, not just citizens. We survivor of a racist society. That man, it's hard for a black man to survive in this world. And to go be an ex-con and then survive, and then be an ex-con and contribute more than the people in society who judge you. Man, please. Caller, let's go.
Get motivated this Monday.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. What's your name, caller?
Jay.
You on, caller. What you got? What's your comment or statement?
I don't understand what's going on with the phone.
We can hear you.
I tried to call in.
But we can hear you. We got you now.
Okay, yeah, you got me now, but something's going on with the phone. I don't know what that was about.
They shut us down, bro. They shut us down. They didn't want us to tell the truth, black man. You got a different type of black man on this stage, bro. They don't want to hear from us, man, but we gonna force them to.
And you know what? I think you're right, because I got 2 phones, and both of my phones had the Mae Jackson show. So I'm trying to wonder if this is a different number. Is this a normal number for the Mae Jackson show?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So something definitely going on, because it was totally taken out of my phone. I almost forgot what I was calling for.
Well, one thing for sure, this the type of stuff that should go viral, not us showing up when a person been shot and killed. This the type of stuff that's supposed to go viral and be shared all over the world. So go ahead, my brother Jay, speak on it.
Yeah, this should definitely be shared. And I just want to say, what you're doing is good work, and you need to continue to have people. And I'll be 53 this year, but I'm not a type of guy that's afraid of things. So I don't mind doing things. I know how to do some things. I'm certainly not going to speak about at this moment. But I think Brother TYRONE MUHAMMAD, he's a good brother from what I can see at this time. And he should continue doing his work. I'm going to be honest with you. I really forgot why I called, because I kept calling, and both my phones couldn't get me through to you guys.
It's okay, brother. We got your spirit. We got your spirit.
I want you to hear me, though. I want you to hear me. You got brothers like me that are willing to be with you, even at my age. I don't care. I'm here, and I move forward because I've been through some things. Now I will admit I'm not a gangbanger, but I'm the type of guy, I move forward. I've been in the military. I'm not a scared person, and I will move forward with you when you're doing something that I feel is helpful to the black community. That's basically what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Any more callers, Riis? Callers, come on in. Thank y'all for you tuned in to the Mae Jackson Show.
This is Lee. Just wanted to, first of all, commend you, brothers, man. When black men stand up, cowards have no choice but to sit down.
Say that.
And the power that you brothers represent, the power that you represent is the fact that you have defined yourself. See, you brothers, you the worst nightmare, because they had their foot on your neck for so long, and you still came out and defined yourself. And because you defined yourself before anybody else could, they can't figure out what this is. We have done everything to you to destroy you, and you still coming. So they fearful. But I called you because I want to take a different. I had a question for you. I want to pose a different question. So I'm the father of 3 sons. Been in their life since the day they breathe. I'm always up at the schools. I'm all over them in terms of my presence and doing things with them. Man, my largest struggle. So relationships didn't work out with their mothers, and regardless of that, I have continued to be in their lives. As I'm trying, my sons are getting older, so there's more I want to do. My largest hurdle has been solving some of these issues with their moms so that I could get to them and do the things I want to do. And I want my sons, I'm in their life 24 hours a day, but I can't get to them like I want to sometimes because I got this hurdle. So I'm not calling to despair, sisters, at all. I'm just calling for some answers from a brother, real perspective. I believe you got to get your home straight as you move forward, you get out here and move forward. So I commend you, brothers, but I pose this question to you. How do I heal some of those things? I wasn't the best person back in the day, never disrespected their moms, but I can't seem to overdo this hurt. I'm constantly battling with them for time and all those things, trying to get my young men. So I wanted to pose that to you, brothers, and get your opinion on what are some better approaches, because I'm almost at my wit's end with this.
You know,
Thank
man, you. I'm not really a subject matter expert on parenting, right? But at the end of the day, man, sisters, I'm gonna say this for you, brother. You just called in, and for anybody who want to be a part of ECCSC, go to ECCSC.org, ECCSC.org, and if you really want to tune in with Tyrone Muhammad, you black men out there that's on the front line, that's fearless, you can text me your contact at 312-579-9661. That's 312-579-9661. Text me your information, your contacts. I'm going to reach out to you, bro. Invite you to our center, invite you to our space, and get you in tune with our philosophy, our concept, our ideologies about how we save in our communities, how really, truly, what's in it for the black people, and you can be a part of that. But I'm not a parent counselor. But what I would say to you, black man, is that historically, our women no fault of their own, because they under the same sickness and illness as we are. A woman who keeps her son from their father as though she can raise him by herself to be a man, that's to me is part of the issue in what we've been taught by this country. And like I say, I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent counselor. But, bro, I think you're doing the right thing. Just keep pushing, keep struggling, keep fighting through that. I know it's real, just like you just said. We made it through mass incarceration. We made it through a point where we was able to overcome those ills of the people trying to destroy us and kill us forever. You know what I'm saying? It came out to transform and change our lives and help others. So you most definitely going to be able to win and make it and win and overcome the issue of you being the best father you can be in the lives of your son without that woman, the baby's mother really interfering. I think you just keep being that example, black man. It shows forth and shows through all the time. That's what I would say. And we have some more callers online.
Let me just add that separation is America. Division is America's greatest trick. Black families, we got to stay together. It's going to take us, black men and women together. It's going to take us to save us. Black women, stop saying you don't need a strong black man in your life. What you need to do is get that weak-ass man off your couch, get him off your basement, get you a strong black man in your life, because collectively is the only way we're going to do it.
Thank you. Caller. Thank you. Caller,
hello?
Yes, you lied, caller. Please. Who's calling?
My name is Diane Young. Good morning, Brother Muhammad.
Good morning, Sister
Diane. I'm a senior out in the south suburbs of Chicago.
We love our seniors. We love our seniors, man. We love our seniors.
I listen to Mays not as often as I like to, but I do listen to him. But I really appreciate you young men on the show today. And I think they are setting you all down. I was watching you on YouTube, and somehow I can't get back on, so that's why I called to see was anybody else having the same issue. And when the young man said he couldn't get in, I'm like, oh, they setting y'all down. But I just want to tell you all to keep up the good work. I know it's hard trying to help each other, because we got people out here that they just don't understand, or like you said, they want to talk about what you used to do instead of what you're doing now. Just hold your head up and keep on going. I really appreciate you, and I want to say thank you.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
I mean, it's the black women who've been holding us down. It's black women who've been holding the black men down. Period. We nothing without y'all. And it's black women who hold black men down mostly when they're incarcerated. Mothers, grandmothers,
aunties, shout out to you,
girlfriends, mistress, thoughts, whatever y'all want to call, all of them. Now you got to quit that calling our sisters those names. But I'm telling you, it's all of that and some. And we got some more calls online, Riis. Let's go. I love it, man. We love to hear from our people.
Yo, what's going on, man? This brother Devin, man. What's going on?
What's up? What's up, Devin? President. Is it VP?
Yes, sir. The vice president.
How you doing, soldier?
Hey, man. Hey, bro. I'm just happy, man. Shout out to brother Greg Snoop, your homie in the back, Queen Sister Tracy. Good morning, good morning, family. Good morning to all the listeners, man. Hey, man, the family coming together. Like the big dog say, man, it's all about addition. Hey, man, everybody got their opinions, but we coming together, black people first. Shout out to David Moore, the next Secretary of State. Shout out to Kerry Steele, next Cook County Commissioner. We doing this for us. Hey, man. Hey, everybody out there, man, y'all need to link up with Tyrone and get a tour of that facility, man. It will blow your mind back what them brothers are doing. Hey, man, they need to get the funding that they deserve, that they can do something with, man. And y'all just support whatever group y'all want to, because at the end of the day, we all coming together. So, hey, that's all it can be, man. It's going to take us to save us.
It's going to take us to save us. And don't forget that, people. Black people first. Caller, hey, you're on the Maze Jackson Show. State your issue, your cause, and your name.
Good morning, ECCSC. This is Cassandra Matt.
What's up? What's up, sister?
Well, how refreshing it is to turn on my TV. I just learned how to project this onto my screen to see 4 black, handsome men greeting me this morning. How refreshing is that?
Well, thank you.
Thank you, sister. Hey, that's what we want to be, handsome and strong and smart.
And intelligent.
Yep.
I love it. Well, my comment this morning is so many people want to drag you for your past, right?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I tell my children, your past is a life lesson, not a life sentence.
Mm.
And then just go with that, right? And then tell them, what are you doing with your life lesson? Because I see what you guys are doing with yours. And I commend you because I have 2 grown sons, although, I had them under my roof and along with their father. And they couldn't sneeze without me being there to give them a handkerchief. But now that they're grown and they're on their own, I don't worry about them because they have life lessons. But what I do worry about is people outside of their control. And I just have to keep them grounded and say, listen, only strong men are 6 feet under. I need you to come back home. So how do you handle your lessons out there when you're teaching the little homies about life? Do they value life? I know that they might not value their life, so therefore my son's life is definitely not a value to them. How do you answer that?
You're talking about the young men? Okay, this is the deal right quick. As y'all know, this is the ECCSC takeover of the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to have to take over this show a lot more, man. I think we're just going to have to. Riis, what you think, Riis? Hey, man, since he won't let me be a co-host, I'm just going to take it over, man. I don't know what. Hey, listen, Ruthie is my girl. I love her to death. She can stay. But Ty got to go. Ty can't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't been here no way. But listen, with all due respect, we love Ty. Hey, Ty, what up, bro? But at the end of the day, Riis, what Sister Cassandra is saying is that, sister, you cannot and won't be able to deal with a young man who don't care about himself if guys like us do not intervene in his affairs. Meaning that it's not the shooting, it's not the guns, it's not the bullet, it's not even the drugs. It's the mindset that allows them to act on guns and use bullets, use guns, use drugs, use everything. What we at ECC do is we work on behavior modification. You see this young man behind us with all these tattoos? The driller, killers, and sliders are at ECCSC.
We want them.
The driller, killers, and sliders, there's no child that's irredeemable for ECCSC. There's no child too worse, too bad, too evil, too anything for ECCSC to deal with. We go at it and we approach it from their paradigm, from their perspective, from their level, from their cultural experience, from their life experiences. Then we give them what we have to give them, because first you have to receive them. They have to receive you in a way that gives you license to be able to gain that trust. You don't gain that trust, you can't impart in them wisdom. We too busy thinking we know the formula. No one has the key to every mind. You don't have a master key. I can honestly say we at ECCSC have the master key to unlock those locks in these young brothers' minds. It's behavior modification. You got Vice Lord, former GD, former Vice Lord, former Blackstone, all working in tandem with no opposition and no ills towards one another, but we can unify under one banner and one umbrella to say it's going to take us to save us. We violated our community. Then it's our job to repair the damage that we caused from our ignorance. Our minds have been modified. Our behavior has been modified. We took it personal and did it ourselves. The institutions, prisons do not reform black men and boys. Prisons don't do that. It is on us to do it. We do it for ourselves, and it's for us to then do the same thing with programming for our sons. And we have in ECCSC our program, like alcoholics need AA. Dope fiends need NA, Narcotics Anonymous. Ex-felons need what we call is our Phoenix program. It's our manhood circle, behavior modification of men and boys, where we rise black men from the ashes of negativity, from all the ills and the processes. That's our Phoenix program. This is what we do. Women, we want all your sons. If they 8 years old to 27, we want them.
Send them.
But if they 5 years old, ain't got time to babysit. But we love them. You could bring them to play video games at ECCSC, and we have a safe space for them to exist and run around and be young men.
Safe space.
So with that being said, I hope that answered your question. Caller, next caller. This is the ECCSC takeover. It ain't no Maze Jackson show no more. We taking over.
Good morning, family. This ball head.
What up, ball head?
How's everybody this morning? Look here. The thing is, man, like you said, they trying to break you down, stop you. Because what happened was the government, when they shut down the city, I'm speaking for Chicago. When they shut down the city, took all the heads away, they thought they was doing something. They was going to break up the structure. But see, now these young men now have no rules and regulations. They govern themselves. They own their own. Now here you come, and you're restructuring, and they know the power that you have. They know you're able to understand where these young people are coming from. And our own people are the ones that's going to shut it down, want to bring up your past, this and that. But you're here with the future. We need to burn down and talk to our young men. They don't have any structure when they took all of, you know what I'm saying? They took our hands away, locked us down. You know what I'm saying? And now the government, they don't know what to do. Because they created a monster, and it's affecting them. And now they know, even when you're coming back, and they know the power that the OGs have. They still going to try to stop it, because if collectively come together, what we doing as men, there's no stopping us at all. I just want to say, man, I commend you all, man, and look here. Keep struggling, because one thing, our Supreme Creator, He is the only one that says your sins have been demolished. I don't want to hear about them no more. You know what I'm saying? We as people keep bringing them up and keep moving, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, bald head. It's going to take us to save us. And, you know, man, it's real, bro, and that's how we feel about it. I told the prison officials, I told the judge when he first locked me, said he was gonna lock me up, right, for 40 years. I told him, I'm gonna make you wish you never locked me up. So I'm probably one of the ones that the police said that in the jail, man, you shouldn't even be. I wish you didn't even make it to our prison. See, they don't want you to disrupt the plantation. Prisons are plantations. Because I resurrect Negroes. I resurrect Negroes. So if you don't want to be resurrected, stay away from me. And if you're a Negro and you hurting our people, you're gonna get away from us, cause we got black excellence going on around here, and it's time to take over our communities and our streets, our stores and our businesses. Not just on our people, our stores and our businesses. No one should feed and eat off of us while we starve and kill each other, bro. And they contribute not even 10% of the resources that we give these people back into our communities to fix the damage caused by the war on drug and the blight. And these cannabis companies, beware. We coming at y'all too. And you gaming. There should be no gambling and no gaming, as May said, without us on the front line of receiving the benefit of it. Okay, summer is going to be real good for us. I'm going to love this summer. Listen, next caller. Come on. This is the ECCSC takeover. This is no longer the Maze Jackson show.
Who?
ECCSC, Ty.
What's up?
Yo.
Who is this?
What's up, baby? This Weezy.
What's up, Walt Weezy? Walt Weezy, that's my man. What they hit for, Walt Weezy?
All that money, man. Hey, I just want to commend you, man, on a great job that you're doing, man. I just want to say this is real official. The band is really official. We really in the trenches, really putting in work. Man, alhamdulillah, all praises due to the Most High, man. I just want to say this man is really official, man. He really out here in the trenches, man. Y'all really come out here to these south suburbs and clean this thing up out here. Too, just not in the city, man. Y'all got to come clean the suburbs up too.
We there, Walt. We there. I'm in Dalton. We in Maywood. Hey, man, now we got to get Harvey, bro. I'm waiting on my meeting with the Harvey, man. I'm waiting on the man the mayor, so we can lock that in too, But Walt, you know me, man. You got all this movement. You got all these guys. You got everybody love Walt Weezy all over the world, man. So you gonna have to help me, man, Walt.
Man, you don't got to call, man. You know I'm on the front line with you. I'm on the front line with you, though.
Yes, sir, brother.
I'm on the front line with you. Whenever you call me, I answer, don't I?
Yes, sir. Hey, Walt, I need to borrow 20,000.
ASAP.
I got 5 for you.
I appreciate it.
I got 5.
I can use it. All right. So thank you, Walt. I'm gonna hit you later, bro. And man, much love. Appreciate you, bro. And I know who you are and what you represent, man. And a lot of guys love you out there, man. And we're gonna get our streets, bro. We're gonna get our streets one soldier at a time, bro. And one thing for sure, when black men stand up, boys sit down. Y'all remember that. This is the EC. Thanks for calling, Walt. This is the ECCSC takeover of the Maze Jackson show. He may not get it back. And I may just stay the whole week. Forget it. I forget it. Come on, caller. Next caller.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, caller. How you doing? This is the ECCSC takeover.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, I'm cool. I got an issue. It may be off topic. My name is Linda Jennings.
Yes,
got a friend locked up in Cook County.
Yes,
I know the Constitution says you have a right to a speedy trial. This man has been sitting in here 3 years waiting to go to court.
Wow.
And, and that's the minimum. 3 are waiting to go to court, and they don't have any court date. So how can we address what Cook County is doing by kind of violating their constitutional right to a speedy trial?
Wow. Well, go ahead, Greg. You can.
How you doing, sister?
But most definitely, we want to hear more about that, sister. You can, like I say, send me your contacts. If you will, that's 312-579-9661. 312-579-9661. And you know we ECCSC.org. Go ahead, you read.
Just first, I want to say I'm sorry that's happening to your son. I've been there. I've done that. I've done over 7 years in that building. What I will say first is whether lawyer or public defender, you have to ask for a speedy trial. You have to demand it. And then after that, your trial term starts, which is 120 days, right? However, it is still unacceptable that it takes them 3 years to process a case, right? It takes them 10 minutes to put you in the cell, but it takes them 4 years to figure out your case between the bureaucracy of it, right? So as Ty said, let's continue this conversation offline, but this is more importantly why we got to build this voters block of ex-cons or people who been affected by the war on drugs, because we can vote away these kind of things. There's no way in hell we supposed to be sitting in what is that? Torture.
Yeah, that's torture.
The county jail is
torture.
People.
That's a slave ship.
It's more than the slave. It's one of the worst places I've ever been in my life. If you know anything about the Cook County Jail, if you ever been there, Division 9, 10, 11, all of them really, they're dangerous. You don't know if you coming home every day. You just don't know about the conditions, COVID, people dying left and right in that jail. So my prayers is with your family, sister, and we'll work on that issue offline.
I have something to say too. Speak up, be as loud as you can, because like Greg said, we were on the other end. We were on the other end,
and we'll stand with you.
And we definitely wanted people on the outside of the fence, to advocate for some of the disparities and injustices. So I advise you to make as much noise as possible on the outside to support what's going on the inside.
Thank you. Next call. I'm sorry, sister. We reach out to us. We got you, sister.
I'll talk to you. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, appreciate you.
God bless you, sister.
Next caller, this is the ECCSC Takeover. I'm your host, Tyrone Muhammad.
Good morning. Can you brothers hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you brothers hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay, I want to say this, Brother Muhammad, yourself. That very name you bear, Muhammad, is what they fear.
Yes, sir.
Not because you got big arms, not because they think you tough, but they know that's not my nigga.
Exactly.
They know that name.
Exactly.
That name, that mindset don't belong to them because you bear that name. And that's the fear, because they know you have that remedy. That sickness that they have embedded in us, they know that remedy lies in that name because of what comes out of your mouth. Brother, that is it. I mean, when the hell you caught or that road you walked or been through, that name brought you through. That knowledge brought you through. And you know that there's thousands of brothers on these streets that probably went through that same madness you went through. So when you came out and you bear witness to that name, that's where that fear came in, brother. That's why you are so feared. Because you got knowledge yourself, and they know that that's not my nigga.
That's right.
And they know that you came to get your people.
Say that.
With that knowledge. So, brother, keep on, man. And we need brothers like you, because the message just said the best of us are in the jail. The minister said the best of us are in the jail. And you are a product of that.
Well,
because you are the best of us.
No doubt, brother. Thank you. Or you never see me mention Islam. You never see me talk about my past as a GD. You never meet me, because all of that is divisive, right? I let my actions show me. There's people in the street that can tell you who I was. I don't have to talk about that. I show forth my religion by my actions. That's how you show forth religion. I don't have to say I'm a Christian. My name bears witness to who I am. I'm one who in submission to the will of God. No, I'm not holy. I'm not holy. I'm going to continue to make mistakes as a man, because I'm living in a doggone wicked and evil world that constantly trap and trick black men. But I'm going to be fine doing all I can to save and love black people. I guarantee you that. So with that being said, thank you, brother, calling. We only going to get strong in Belling. We only going to build the biggest we're going to build the biggest ex-con movement of love and change and reformation that the country has ever seen. And our elected officials going to feel us when we start flipping these wards, these counties, these districts, these state reps, and our black caucus going to come to recognize from the city and the state that we not playing with them if they don't do the people business. Caller, next caller, let's go. This is the ECCSC Takeover.
Good morning, and this is Katie Lindsay, and I just want to say that I appreciate you all being on this morning, and I appreciate what you did for Mr. Blakemore for his birthday. You gave him a real nice celebration. He enjoyed it so much. And I didn't know that Mr. Blakemore was so talented with his art. He has many products. And if people don't know, they need to seek him out. His art product was so many, and the birthday party at the facility over there is a beautiful facility. And I just want to say I'm proud of you, and keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you, sister, for that. George Blakemore is our hero. He's a living legend. George Blakemore is the epitome of what activated look like. He's the epitome of what standing up for black people, regardless to what you think about me, talk about me, how I look. He don't care. He is the most knowledgeable of the issue, subject matter expert that you ever want to see. And he wasn't even appreciated and honored until some ex-cons come along and decide to give him honor, man. Man, I just love what we have been able to do as an organization of great brothers, man, that's tied to this. And as long as we stay humble and understand our mission and what it is that we supposed to be about for our people, man, and it's not about us, then we're going to continue to win for the people, and we love it. Any more callers, Riis? Hey, caller, next caller, the ECCSC Takeover. Come on in.
Good morning. How are you? This is LaTanya Ruffin. How are you?
How you doing, sister? Good morning.
Great show. I was just chiming in. I got a text about you in the jails, how you trying to clean up the jails. You're doing a great job.
Hey, LaTanya, I know you running for sheriff, right?
Absolutely. Making that ballot for change, a new vision.
That's our sister there. Tell the people where they can go and find you.
Yes, sir. They can all reach me at www.latanyaruffin.com. Friends of LaTanya Ruffin for Sheriff. I'm about change. I'm gonna be transparency, culpability, and accountability. Excuse me. I just want them to know I am your next Cook County Sheriff. You can be able to reach me. You can always come and talk to me about anything, because we need to clean up that jail. There's people that's working in there under bad conditions, so it is time. And you need someone who gets it, who's worked in the jail for 16 years.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sister, for calling in. And this is, once again, we on the front line of change, and we've been there in them jails, so we know what they are. And we're fighting to get our brothers home so that they can be a part of the change that we need to see and they want to see as well. So let's get any more calls, Riis.
Share it live, everybody. Share it live.
We got another call on the line, people. So this is the ECCSC Takeover. Caller, we would love to hear from you.
Good morning. My name is Tiffany, and I'm just reaching out to send out peace and love, and just want to just sprinkle that on you because I appreciate what you're doing. I'm just hearing what you guys are doing. Never heard of this group before, but somebody do need to reach the babies, and this is touching to me, and I really appreciate it, and I just wanted to say that. Keep pushing.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you very much for that.
We appreciate it. And that's what it's about. We do this for the babies. We do this to put balance back in our communities. We do this to protect our women. We do this. So with that being said, we thank you for calling in, and continue to follow us, ECCSC.org, ECCSC.org, and thank you. So we would like to say goodbye at this time to our friends at WBGX, but you all can go to Facebook and also follow us, continue to follow us on the Maze Jackson Show on Facebook and YouTube. So that's WBGX. Thank you for tuning in.
Stay motivated.
Stay motivated.
Thank you.
Any more callers, Riis? All right. So with that being said, since we don't have no more callers, we're going to get ready to bring a guest up here, a surprise for y'all. And we're going to take a break at this time. Enjoy the music.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people? I want to know, is there an offensive black people list? Who manages it, and do black people have to honor it?
Maze. You're Uncle Tom. That's why you're an offensive. And the reason why you're Uncle Tom is the real story of Uncle Tom. How he worked for his freedom, and then the slave master reneged on him and wouldn't let him get his freedom. So you know what he did? He left. You're messing with the church's money. You were smart enough to work your way off, so you offended the white folks, and then you offended the black folks because your ass left, and because they wouldn't. And who manages the left is both black folks and white folks, because if you see in that situation, the black folks is just as mad as the white slave owner that Uncle Tom left.
What happens if you say that and someone gets offended?
You ran off the plantation, brother. That's why you're offensive. That's all I got, brother. Keep being offensive.
Thank you.
Maze Jackson.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narrative. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism. Terrorism.
Maze Jackson.
What's up, Chicago? This is your man, Maze Jackson, host of the Maze Jackson Show. You hear me every single day ask the question, what's in it for the black people? Well, finally, y'all, we've got an answer, and it's called the Black People First Party. Meet us every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TP, located at 5401 South Wentworth, Unit 17E. That's in the mall at the 55th and the Dan Ryan. And you join us every Saturday where we are taking our politics black. We'll teach you everything you need to know about the game, from how to collect a petition, to how to knock on a door, to even how to become the next mayor of the city of Chicago. That's right, y'all. It is the Black People First Party. Meet us every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at TP, located at 5401 South Wentworth in the mall at 55th and the Dan Ryan. And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. This is a black people thing you wouldn't even understand.
Maze Jackson. Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said. Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steel on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is the ECCSC Takeover. In case you didn't know it, this is not the Maze Jackson Show at this time. This is the ECCSC Takeover. I got a few announcements to make, and then I'm going to explain some things, and then we'll go from there to introducing my guest to my right here, probably your left. But then, listen, we have our show every night. It's called the ECCSC Nightly Review at 9 o'clock every night on ECCSC X-Cons for Community and Social Change Facebook page and YouTube. So TYRONE MUHAMMAD YouTube. That's every night, the ECCSC Nightly Review. We're there. So I just want to explain something so y'all can really understand when we start talking about the X, right? and what that represents for us, and why ex-cons and not returning citizen, and what's the other term they're using now?
Justice involved.
Justice involved. See, people create these terms for us, and we eat them up and we run with them. See, ex, in the system of law, it's what is called duly convicted. When they sentence you, they duly convict you to a term of imprisonment. I spent the term of 40 years in prison at 50%, which is 20 years. You spent how much altogether?
17.
Dirk, how much you spent altogether?
My whole life being in and out of jail about 45 years.
Come closer
Bo,
to the mic,
anybody
bro.
back there? And then y'all had this. I how many? 30? 9 years. You don't hold me nothing yet for you. And we going to keep him from going.
Amen.
We're going to keep him from going. He with us, so he ain't going. He ain't going. All he going to do is eat, live, and help other shorties. That's what we about. So with that being said, you duly convicted. Duly convicted. And once you serve your debt to society, you're still an ex-con. In our case, while we sitting there trying to figure out what to call our organization, I know I wasn't returning citizens because most of the guys I was dealing with, they was never citizens, and the young men coming in and out of prison never felt like citizens of their own community, Don. They let alone a citizen of their country.
Right.
So we call ourselves ex-cons. See, the ex, we got the X of everything that we've ever done. The connotation they put on us is not the connotation we use. So we X of everything you've ever done for us, or done to us, or everything we've ever done to our community, our women, our children, the violation of self and others, us being opposition to one another. We X of being ops, right? We X of all of that. So we know our sons are going through what they've gone through because we created that. So we X of that now. We're changing their lives right now for the better. Furthermore, X also is a mathematical equation that represents unknown. There's unknown, so we're constantly solving for X. We're solving for X all the time. In our communities, in disinvestment, we're solving for that. We're constantly solving for that. And Y and Z. We're constantly solving for X. But X also represents unknown, untapped potentials in the graveyard and untapped potentials in the prisons. We got untapped potentials in the graveyards right now. Young men dying that died and got killed over senseless nothing. A lot of it ain't even about nothing real, man. And we got to feel some type of way about that, or else we not men. That our boys can die and kill each other over color, stripes, and numbers. Or names. The dun them street. The doo them block. You know what I'm saying? You done died and naming, sliding and drilling after somebody, man, that's dead. We got to stop that. So that's what X represent to us. Unknown, untapping into unknown and untapped potential in our communities, on the corners, on the blocks, in the prisons, so that we can transform the lives that we touch. And one of the ways we're doing that is we're personally creating our own database of grassroots organizations. We got over 50 grassroots organizations that don't get any credit for violence prevention. We creating our own project, Project SOS, Saving Our Streets. We, as a distress signal that goes up to say we're not recognizing nobody else outside of ourselves. And we're going to control the narrative and the money that filters in to serve our community. So today I got somebody I've respected all my life and to my right, and I'm going to let him introduce himself. But I call him Don, man. You know what I'm saying? Big homie.
Legendary.
The legendary Don Dirt. Now, he'll tell you who he is. And I want him to give us some history and break it down a little bit, man, because we're at war out here, man. And a lot of these young homies don't even know how it started. How the disciples even started. Why we even, because you're not in opposition with Chief Malik. Y'all, in fact, you a part. He count on y'all and you. He has for an alliance. Why our young homies can't see that the chiefs of these organizations ain't beefing with each other. So give us a little history. Tell them your name, Don, and give them a little history, man, of what's going on. You got the flow.
Good morning. My name is Dirk Acton. I'm known as Don Dirk. I am a disciple member. I stayed to be that in order to correct some of the wrong turns that we made. We should be scared for our children because they don't realize the danger that lies ahead of them, but we do. And we have to become parents, to make them understand one way or another where they're heading. Either it's the penitentiary or the graveyard. But nevertheless, I come from a disciple background. And as Mays Jackson said, it's a black thing. It really is. It always been. Even when the stones were stones, disciples were disciples, and the lords were lords.
This way. Go over a little bit.
Right closer
that
to
way.
It,
Closer. Yep, you good.
So therefore, where I think the gap came in at is when the government, as usual, like they did back in the day, kept the fathers from the mothers, doing that ADC thing that they were pushing in order for the mothers to get the money. They had to reject the daddies, of the children's. So it was always a program led against our progress.
Try to come a little closer about right there, yeah.
And they didn't want us to progress.
Mm-hmm.
But these organizations was built for the people because of the peoples. And I would say by the people because the peoples that believed in what we was doing joined in to whether we were stones, lords, or disciples. Where we fell off at was when they took us from the streets and our children was left out here. The women's really couldn't teach them what they needed to know. So therefore, by us being gone, long as they kept away, our youth, our sons, they begin to do all kind of things. And just as the brother said, went on to do their own thing and start naming they beefs after people that has been deceased. And what we don't understand, what they should understand is that these people is at peace. Why keep doing things in their name? Let them be at peace now. If they could come back and tell you did, y'all heading in the wrong direction. Death on top of death ain't what this about. We is killing off our own race with this mess about where we from such and such and they did this and we getting back now. Now look, we need to find ourselves. The organization was found up on a club, a neighborhood thing, a brotherhood. Like I say, back then we did fight, but not like what's going on today. And they keeping y'all doing what y'all doing because they never want y'all to understand. The way we come up and the things we were doing wasn't about us killing off each other or robbing each other, breaking in our own family member houses or neighbor houses. It wasn't about that. So they don't want y'all to do better. And they don't want people like us preaching betterness. So those of us, like the brother said, that's out here, and when we say grassroots, we talking about the ones that's in the communities, that's really on the block trying to help. And these people want y'all to kill us because they want y'all to stay stupid, blind, to the fact, You see, because if you keep killing off your elders or what have we, then y'all will never get the knowledge. Y'all will never learn. And that's why I stayed in prison so long, because they were showing me all these gangster pictures, showing me, and I'm thinking that's who we are. That's what we supposed to do. Man, that ain't doing nothing but sending us to the graveyard, keeping us in these penitentiaries.
So when I talk to you about history, right? So when we talk of Larry Hoover, Shorty Freeman, Don Dirk, I just really know, and even Jeff, I just really want to know, like, how it started. Like, when we start talking Dirk, where you at? Because people don't know you are an intricate part of the history of the disciples, and that you are still a king in a sense, to however you classify yourself now, to a lot of people. So I'm just saying to you that, can you kind of break it down like in 5-10 minutes of what that, for the people can hear, like, understand? Because most people looking like, who is that?
Okay. Well, I'm Don Dirk. I'm the one that, after King Dave died, succeeded him. I'm the one wrote the literature, put the laws out, came with the trades, the clenching of the fists, and the prayers. Before then we had none. We was an organization, yeah, but we were found on just this club thing and being together, being united. I wrote the things that I wrote to put clarity to what we was about. And if people study the teachings that's out there, it was to give us life and respect and honor for one another. Shorty Freeman, I put the crown on his head while I was in jail in 1978. Wow. Larry Hoover became king of the gangsters in 1969 when King Dave and him got together. I ended up walking them down the aisle together, and we all talked. I was a young man, yes, and these things unfolded. I met Jeff before he went to jail. I was a young man. I never talked to him during that time. But what people need to understand is that when Larry lost his crown in 1971, Irvin Green took over. And when Irvin Green took over, he got deceased in 72. Larry was in the penitentiary. We was in Stateville when I put the crown back on his head, because he even himself admitted that he wasn't king no more. And a lot of y'all know this truth, you see. And I know these young guys don't want to hear things. A lot of these young guys ain't even interested in our history, because these peoples took us away to keep them from learning, because they didn't want these teachings out there to them, because they wanted the young people, our sons and daughters, to do what was ignorant and blind, to keep them from uniting, because they never wanted to see any of us unite, yes, once again, up under structure. Because with that, we wouldn't have the problems that we having today. We would know what to do. So we got so many people today backdooring what's right, because they trying to fill their pockets. You think they trying to send their children to college off the blood, sweat, and tears of our children. And we need to understand who our real enemy. The enemy is us, first of all, if we ain't doing right by each other. If we ain't out here trying to stop what's going on, then we the cause of our own departure, from this earth. But I just want to say we have to understand that the organization that was built, I fell up under King Dave, even though another guy had brought the Disciple Nation to present. But I come in under King Dave, and that's all I can teach y'all about is King Dave and what other knowledge and history I got. And I've been carrying King Dave's name because of the good they done for the communities, for the families. And if we can all understand that we are up under law, we need to stop this madness that we doing to each other. You see, we done lost a lot of good lives, whether they GDs, BDs, Stones, Vice, we done lost precious lives because of our ignorance. And these people want to keep it that way. And they want to make it seem like these organizations is gangs. We are not gangs. They made us into gangs. But then the things y'all doing is gang banging and what a gang would do, because ain't no structure behind what's going on with y'all.
So, you know, when I hear you talking, right, in the audience, y'all really need to be sharing this, because if you got nephews, cousins, and people who out there drilling and sliding and they don't really understand what's about to come down on them, not just from the government perspective of how they gonna snatch these young brothers off the streets, but as black men unified under one flag, black flag, you're not gonna continue to kill our women and children. So I'm not the person who like to have division in the sense that when there's unity available, that's what I want. I'm not ducking war either. But I want us to have peace, though. It's not worth going to war with your own people about nothing when we don't control anything, not resources, nothing. We are not even men enough to feed our children, bro. And we go around here, they don't understand that. So, but with that being said, we are organizing. Go ahead, Don.
What's crazy about it, just like you come out and you took on this fight.
Yes, sir.
These people want to kill you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you standing up for us.
That's crazy.
Because you standing up for the people in the community. Because you want to see these mamas and these young girls with these babies do better and get put up where they can't be misused. And we got these guys want to kill you.
Yes.
About doing what's right.
Absolutely. I don't, y'all see this bulletproof vest? I don't wear this because it look good. I wear this because of the death threats I get, because the bottom line, to resurrect the dead, to save black people, when you got a bunch of gatekeepers who eat off of our ignorance, who eat off of violence, man, we are the most dangerous men in the city, bro. Yeah. Because now, bro, all y'all, we are targets. We are easy. It's easy for them to Fred Hampton us, man. Yes. It's easy for that to happen. I had people call me and told me back about a year ago that they need to Nipsey Hustle me. I said, what is Nipsey Hustle? I say, what is Nipsey Hustle me? What I do? I ain't disrespect nobody. I ain't shot nobody. I ain't did nothing, man. But why you gonna Nipsey Hustle me? What does that mean? Like, and that was a black person. Yeah. It wasn't a white, I get white calls too. It wasn't a white person, bro. It was a black person. Call my phone, say, we're gonna chew up your car with this chopper. And I gave my address. Pull up there. I gave my address, say, why you get come on, chew it up. So I'm laughing in a sense because it's sad, it makes you cry. Because you trying to save them. And I expect white folks to be that want me, that if I take their nigger from them, they eat off of that. Yep. I don't mind them saying that, but when black people say that, it hurts the most. Although I know we ignorant.
You know, the biggest game it is with these police and all is they want the people to think that they're really trying to do something about this crime and these murders. They not. They not, and they don't want us doing nothing about them neither. That's why they not funding the right people. Right. They want to make people think we drug dealers and what have we. We not. And we're not going to get on y'all drugs anymore.
But you know, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. No. I wouldn't fund us neither. I wouldn't fund me either. Because if you fund me, I'm going to stop something. Yeah. Listen, I wouldn't fund me either. I'm going to say it clear. People who out there want to see black death as a hustle and want to see black people dead, I won't fund TYRONE Muhammad either. That would be a detriment to you and what you've been eating off of. The other thing is, it's not on them. We got people, I'm going to say this again, we got men throwing $1 million at the gas station. Yep. that we don't even own, bro.
Yeah.
$1 million, you telling them, and I want to ask you about that. We have, man, respect to the brother. A good brother, I think his heart is in the right place, bro. But it's ignorant and foolishness, bro. You're going to ride for 120 miles and you ain't got no more gas. You'll need some more gas. But if I open up 2 gas stations, put people to work, on the gas so I can drop the prices by pennies or cents or $1, since you're giving it away anyway, open your own gas station. And then in the store, people really don't make money off gas. They make money off the chips, the cookies, the 300% markups on the pops and candy and blunts that y'all go in there to buy every day. That's what they make money off of. This man don't reach out to, I love Willie Wilson to death, bro, and respect the man. But I got the right to say that the way people spend their money, I don't care if he stacked it up to the Sears Tower and burn it, it's his money. But I'm still going to say you stupid for stacking that money to the Sears Tower and burning it. And now that's what I'm saying. Go ahead. It's rich people. Let me say this last thing. It's rich people, black people in Chicago, from Ariel Capital, man, to all of them that can get in the game and fund us, but they don't even participate except when it comes to votes and what you call it, lobbying and all that.
If it ain't for them or about them, they not trying to help. Look, we got people that's hungry, going to bed at night hungry, waking up hungry. We got black children. And white is not an issue, don't get me wrong, because I believe that all lives do matter. But I'm at our own race because blacks is mad at the Mexicans because they stick together,
right.
And we should be sticking together. And then y'all talking about these Arabs and other people opening up other meat markets. Why we can't get together pardon me, and feed our own people or our families? Why we can't do the right thing? And then, see, my thing is, right, people can do what they want to do with their own
That's
money.
right.
But why not get with the grad? If y'all really trying to stop something, like the mayor say she done met with other mayors in other parts of the city, meet with us and discuss with us what can be done. And let's get it done. Are y'all really trying to stop what's going on amongst us? You know, because don't tell me you don't trust us because we gang leaders or we been to the penitentiary, which ain't nothing but slave. Them our new cotton fields, our coal fields. Come on, y'all know it, y'all. And then y'all study privatizing other new penitentiaries. You know, y'all need to stop. Just like all you basketball players and football players that's investing in these private penitentiaries for our children. Invest in our lives. You dig? By opening up programs for our children. Help us clean our own streets.
So we have real quick. We got callers on the line, and we want to get these calls because y'all we done heated it up. This is callers. This is the ECCSC takeover. This is not the Mays Jackson show no more, and we're gonna make this a habit. Let's go.
Open up shop. Caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Big T. How you feel today, bro?
I'm good. Who is this?
My name Ant. I'm a follower of the show and what have you.
Yes, sir.
But I want to holler at you personally on the level, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm from out by Jeffrey Manor, man. I was back there before the Manor turned black. That being said, I've seen a lot of stuff change and how people come at us with negativity and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and what you know about pre-release and recidivism?
Yes, sir. Man, please. Hey, that's
you know about pre-release and recidivism?
Yes, sir.
I've written papers on it, but that's here and there. Anyway, that system is designed to keep us right there, okay? They make plenty of money off of doing it to us, and I think that we need to go forward trying to save these babies, man. These kids don't even know what they signing up for.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And they run around, gather them up by the truckload, and run them down between Central and Southern Illinois got them down there working on combiners and tractors and working in the dairy and all that. You know what I'm talking about, Sam?
Yes, no, for real. That's slave print. It's a slave
and they
mark.
come back here and they have not been rehabilitated or nothing of the sort. I'm a talk with Maze, and hopefully you and I can sit down and kick it like players, all right?
Oh, ain't no doubt about it. Let's get it together. It's about uniting.
Right,
Thank you for calling.
Love for the baby. We're gonna do it for the baby.
Ain't no doubt. It's about unifying black men across this city, this country, and it's about locking in on that 1.5 million ex-felons who bring with him at least 5 voters that's going to vote his interests. We got the biggest voting block in the state of Illinois, and we're going to realize that real soon. We're going to show these people that they can't keep locking us out and that our vote matter, and we're going to show them. We're going to tell somebody that they're going to vote in favor of somebody, and we're going to guide that vote, and we're going to flip some of these wards, and we're going to flip some of these, what is it, Black People First Party. It's time to push, and we're going to make it happen. Caller, you on the ECCSC takeover. Mays got some much needed rest, so we got him. We're going to hold him down, so let's go.
Hey, what's up? How y'all brothers doing?
Excellent.
I just was calling real quick. I heard the brothers speaking and Mr. Dirk, and I'm glad he's sharing this message. One of the things, with me, about 10 years ago, I had the pleasure to sit down with the brother, the most honorable Bobby Gore, before he made his transition. And one of the things he told me, he said, brother, I didn't construct this to have a nation full of gangbangers and people ruining the community. I constructed this to have a nation full of men that's uplifting our communities, right? And then so I began to look around, like, wait a minute, man, this ain't the teachings as the brother said. And then so I started driving trucks. And when I started going around the country, I started realizing that we are in a bad predicament all across the country, man. I don't been from the West Coast to down south to the East Coast, Midwest, and see this. When I go into our communities, I see the same exact thing: young guys with no guidance, older guys that ain't trying to give guidance, and the older guys that's trying to give guidance are getting locked away, put away, so that they can keep pushing the same old BS over and over and over, and we never break the cycle. But that's all I want to say, man. Peace out.
Man, thank you for calling in. Go ahead, Doug, real quick.
I'm going to say something real quick. Let's keep in mind what these people is really doing to us, because they got the rappers calling our women's, B's and W's and all kind of foul names. If we lose our women's, man, we hit because it was the women's that helped us in the first place. We need to understand that the mothers is getting high with the daughters. And some of them is messing with the daughters' boyfriends or boyfriend friends, And now these young girls that's having babies, the mama's putting them out. They don't have nowhere to go. So people is taking them in. Half children is being killed and they being off these pills and other drugs. It's going along with it because in their right mind they wouldn't do it. We've been always carrying people about out. But let's look at what they doing to our young women. If you take them women away from us, what we gonna do about growth?
Our women
are
they the earth. They the foundation, bro, in terms of every man come from a woman, man. God dog it. Ain't nothing.
But unfortunately, Dirk, right,
man.
They are currently attacking our black women. The black women is the fastest growing block
population
of
in prison.
for prison.
Yeah.
So Dirk's spot on that they have saturated the black man so much so that now they after our women. We got to stand up and protect our black women. Dirk.
So no doubt, not great point, Dirk. We gonna reduce recidivism right there. And we have another caller. This is the ECCSC takeover. Caller name and statement.
Hey, What's up, people? This your man, Maze Jackson. I see y'all.
Hey, man, you supposed to be rapping, man. What you calling my show for, Maze?
Look, let me tell you, I was resting, and I was like, I ain't gonna call. I'm gonna leave these brothers alone. I'm gonna let them. First of all, let me tell y'all, thank y'all for filling in.
We got you, bro.
For the rest of the week. We got to collaborate. So this is the first in many collaborations as we try to do our part at the What's in It for the Black People media, What's in It for the Black People, as well as Black People First, trying to make sure that we give other voices the opportunity. Secondly, I want to thank everybody. I see how y'all get in this chat. I'm in here trying not to type. I'm typing and deleting and typing and deleting because it's great. Respect to my man Don Dirk and advisor Bo. I don't know if y'all know the history, but right below y'all is where I first met those brothers. Actually, because that's where we ran the Ken Duncan campaign outside of, right literally downstairs. Now, let me just say this, though. I woke up because I had to talk. I had to say something because I think what y'all are doing here is wonderful, and it shows what we need to do. We need to be able to convene. And so part of that thing with this convening is we got to figure out a platform or a way to bring our brothers in, right? Like, I love what Willie Wilson did, and I see everything that everybody is saying. I just think we got to figure out what is our code amongst us so that we not kicking each other's ass as we trying to get to the place that y'all are talking about, where we as black men stand together, where we as black men can pick up the phone and call Willie and say, hey, Willie, we think this is a better way, or let's connect the dots. Let's make sure that our brothers are doing whatever work that can participate in that. But I want to, as we all move together and as we start to build this thing, I want to figure out, and I don't know, because y'all brothers know how to do it, because y'all probably have dealt with some of the biggest challenges, but how do we get to a place where we all can convene respectfully and have a place where we can respectfully agree with each other? And then the other question I have, because I noticed that the brothers, like, y'all are what I like to consider our warrior class. The people that was willing to go out to get it, to do what was necessary. I say in every family, there has to be somebody that is willing to take the bullets, willing to go do the stuff that makes it sustainable for the family forever. But I ask, how do we make sure that we heal the relationship between the brothers that maybe previously had misunderstandings or had violated the community, to bringing them, have they asked for redemption from the community? And is that part of what you all are doing now? Thank y'all for y'all time. And again, thank y'all. Also, y'all don't forget to tune in to Dr. Audrey and Dawn. They'll be sitting in tomorrow. I'm going to hang up and let y'all talk.
Cool. So convening respectfully. There's been cases where, Maze, I hope, and you the type of person that can broker this type of stuff, right? Because I want to have peace instead of war with black men, especially when we need to come together as a collective to do more, to do the best, to have the best results for our community. But I must honestly say that it's a lot of time, Maze, it's the gatekeepers, that elders that never passed the torch, that block the doors from us, even while we're fighting to deal with the injustices, like even with fighting with McDonald's. We fought with McDonald's because of what the CEO said about black men and children. And then we fought with McDonald's about how they redlined and took all those McDonald's back from the black owners, McDonald's owners, and they got them back and sold them to white people. Sold them back to white people. So, and then we got people like Willie Wilson, who stood in the front door and the gatekeeper for McDonald's and passed out checks so that no one could come against the CEO of McDonald's. But then do stuff like this, say he for black people because he passing out gas that has no real long-term benefit besides making Arab gas station $1 million richer. So this is how you got to come. I'm just born of the ilk and a person in a state of mind that says, hey, man, yeah, We got to have a space, like you said, for healing, not just for the young brothers out there hurting, killing, robbing, stealing, sliding, drilling, but these old folks who sold us out, who's been selling us out. Our communities will look like they look because black gatekeepers have allowed that to happen. We got people, aldermen and politicians that have allowed these stores to have licenses to open all these gas stations, open all these babas and all these different liquor stores in our neighborhoods. That's how I'm looking at it, man. I'm saying if you could broker that deal for us to have peace so that we can look at the great qualities in everybody, but I be damned, I'm not going to point out the deception, the tricknology of these elders who been in place, don't know how to sit down, don't know how to get out of the way, don't fund nothing, don't back nothing. If you ain't kissing their ass, and I'm going to say it again, they not giving you nothing.
Say it.
ECCSC may never get nothing from them because TYRONE Muhammad ain't tap dancing, capitulating, and trying to be their friend. I'm trying to save our women and children, and that should be all the doggone validation I need to give us the assistance we need. And if y'all support somebody because they're giving you some Snicker bars and some gas, I support him too. I support that. But then I'm still gonna say, now what?
What's next?
What's next? Because you're gonna need some more gas.
Let me first of all, let me give a shout out to two important people that made it.
How many more callers we got, Riis? One more?
Convenient for me. I want to give a shout out to the brother KP.
Yes, sir, KP. Advisor Bo.
If it don't be for them, it don't be for me. Ooh. They helped me do what's being done. And they stand by my side, and they correct me when I'm wrong.
That's right.
Whether I want to argue or not, they don't allow me to throw tantrum. But I want to get back before we so it's other callers. What the brother has said about these people. These people that got the money know what we out here doing. They act like they don't want us to help nobody that they're using because they getting every dollar and penny from these people in the communities to build their bankroll up to do what they want to do. And just like in the old days, you fence out the peoples, you house them away from the peoples so they can keep them dumb and blind and get rid of us by making people think we the bad people.
Amen.
With that being said, caller, this is the ECCSC takeover. So come on in, caller. We love to hear from you.
Hey, bro, I got mad respect for you. I got two quick questions. One,
yes,
I don't know if you know about the Craig program, and
yes, sir.
My son was involved in it for a while. And I think it's stupid that they keep giving all that money to Craig, and it's really not really doing nothing in the neighborhood. And the brothers that you name, I'm not going to say no names, they can really get on the street and make more progress than sitting in them classrooms playing the game just to get a check.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. The second thing is rap music. I understand the drill stuff, and if you really notice, there's a lot of street drill music that hits the internet just on beef. And my main concern is, why is it that we can't, as older men that got considered the kids, I'm not saying we're going to hurt anybody, but why can't we just stop some of these producers, these label artists, all the big shots that's producing this music to put these kids in jail? I believe in vibration, and I believe in when you listen to this music, get you hyped up, and then you want to go make these drills fly. My last thing I want to say, when my son got shot, as an adult, I checked myself first. I wanted to know where the fuck was I at. Because where was I at to put him in a position to be out there in the street like that? So I think as men, we need to have some kind of meeting group as older men to meet up and chop it up and find out where's our hot areas at. Let's go over there and talk to these brothers. You know, that's my concern. I would love to work with you. I'm on the internet everywhere. I used to be a Black Panther. My name is Reginald Camp. I used to be a Black Panther. And it's time for me to stop watching these shows and get involved in them. That's my comment.
So, excuse me. So I'm not going to even speak on those career programs and everything. I'm just going to say, man, listen, we here. It's going to take us to save us. We are the best form to do this. We are the ones who have real life experience and are able to do it. When you see young men like this, no longer drilling, sliding, and killing, right? You got to commend that because we have the ability to help them or hurt them. Why not help them? They ain't asking for, I ain't met a young homie that said they didn't want to make no money. You want to make some money? You ain't never met a young homie that said they ain't want to make no money. If he making money, he too busy making money and feeding his family, his women, his children, taking care of his siblings for him to be out here drilling. Because don't nobody, trust me, nobody that's sliding, drilling, and killing want you killing their mama. Nobody. I don't care how tough you think they is. They don't want you killing their babies, but they sliding and killing people, innocently killing babies. They doing that, innocent babies. They don't want that. So it's on us to change it, and we're going to demand that they give us what we need to do it. And if they don't give it to us, we're going to take it anyway. Period. And the rap music, we have the ability to shut down those record companies and those labels. We need to shut them down or sue them. As a black community, have to sue rap labels and companies for even playing that garbage. We're going to sue YouTube and we'll sue Facebook. They'll shut this down, but won't shut a drill kill video down. And we'll even show people getting shot on Facebook, but they'll shut me down for months for saying the truth. And then lastly, our whole network of what we doing with that's ROC, and you see DOD, and you see ECCSC, and we got a whole bunch of other acronyms of all grassroots organizations. When we come together as black men, we creating a program like Dunn got a program called Saving Our Youth. And that's real, bro. We all got youth programs. We just saying to the people out there so that people can get it clear. You can't be from Chicago and have resources and give it away and you write it off on taxes and don't ever reach groups that's on the ground because you don't like how they move or carry themselves. Let me tell you something. It's not pretty the way these shorties gonna slide up and spray your car up or air you out. It's not pretty. This is an unorthodox approach as getting at that violence, and you're not gonna get it through the police. Even the chief of police, Superintendent Brown, said we have to spend more money and time on grassroots organization to do X, Y, and Z. And then the mayor come in and say, well, the police, hold on, woman. Your superintendent just gave you a layup, an alley-oop. You should have dunked it. If he give you an alley-oop, you got to say, hey, we finna put the onus, a lot of the onus got to go on the TYRONE Muhammads and these guys out here, the Dirks, that's out in the community. That's why he say, Mayor, you need to meet with us. Who you meeting with? If you're not meeting with us, how do you fix it? It's like calling a dentist to do brain surgery. How you call a dentist to operate on a brain? Okay. We are the specialists of the street intervention and operation. So we not bagging you for nothing. Let me see if we got another call online. We got another call online, Riis? Let's get these calls out. Man, I love to hear from the people. This is the ECCSC Takeover.
How you doing? This is Willie Preston.
What's up, Willie?
I am calling. Tyrone, how are you, brother?
Excellent.
I am calling because when I see you and your organization and others, I'm a candidate for state senate. And one of the things that I think that we need to address is, and I think this is a mission that you are on, we need to free our people. Many of you all have come back home, made it back. Now you're in freedom mode, or the best version of it for our people in this country. But my brother, who came from my mother, is incarcerated in Illinois right now. He's a manager at his job. He makes 80 cents a day. There's no way that he can take care of his children and have any meaningful situation. I want to end that in Illinois. That's slavery. And I believe that your organization, organizations like yours, can help be a serious part of that. reach back out and break those brothers out and get them an opportunity. If you work in this state, I don't care if you are incarcerated, you should be able to earn a fair living. And what we can do is, if my brother was making a decent living, $15 an hour minimum, what other folks would make, he could still take care of his children while he incarcerated. And when he come home,
and I most definitely posed that same question.
He's ready to be a productive citizen. He's already been being a productive citizen. My brother works 13, 14, 15 hours a day. There is no way in the state of Illinois we can talk about any progressive issue while we still have a practice of slavery in place today. And as a state senator, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight, and hopefully with the support of groups like yours, to really bring our people back into the fucking light. Because if the reality is we are allowing our people to be behind walls, treated like they less than human. And we got to end that. If we're going to fight for our people, let's fight for all of our people, not just the people we get to walk up and hug or even text on social media.
That's real, bro. Much love. Reach out, man. We'll figure it out, bro. And we've had our issues, but I never I always respect you as a man. And it's unfortunate that black men can disagree on things, but then not be able to come together to create solutions. So I look forward to a solution, because we about peace. I think we as ex-cons probably the most peaceful. We got
I know we got 5 minutes, and I want to respond to Willie about that being slavery, right? We didn't get to this because violence is such a topic, but about this slavery, it's even deeper. Instead of cotton, they just unveiled that they about to start having these prisoners grow weed.
Yeah.
Understand that we got
while we
locked
being
up
locked
for that,
up.
man. It's people still locked up for that weed. We cannot support dispensaries. We cannot allow them to make our babies new slaves. Instead of picking cotton, they will be picking marijuana plants for the industrial complex.
So white-owned dispensary has no place if we don't own them to create the wealth to serve our community. Everything that we built, they take, and we need to stand on the front line against that. So, Don, go ahead.
We is creating jobs for our youth and elders. Since won't nobody get them a job, so that we can help them support their families, keep our communities clean, and what have we. So I just want to leave you with that. And we definitely about the senior citizens. We will have programs for them. So we have to just come together best we can, because all those that's in jail now, they done gave them hundreds of years. So it'll be a while before we can get them back. But let's work on keeping the rest from getting that time.
No doubt. Good on the calls, Riis. All right, listen, this next few minutes, I'm going to close out with a commentary, like, it's not commentary. I got one. Oh, let me get that call. It's very important that we get our callers in, because their opinion matters. This is the ECCSC takeover caller. Mays has been put in the trunk.
Good morning, brother. This is Nigel.
Nigel. What's up? Assalamu alaikum, soldier.
Islam. What's going on, my brother? Good morning.
Good morning, soldier. How can I help you, sir?
I just want to tell all you brothers to keep pushing forward, keep fighting, keep speaking on it. It's not pointing fingers. You have to speak on the ills of the community. And when people come in our community, even though that's a part of the community, and don't do no good for our community, only try to push their own political agenda, we have to call on it. Ain't nobody mad at someone spending their own money doing nothing for the community. It's about what you don't see on the surface. So brothers like him, others, myself, we trying to find out the real issues and work towards that. We're not against people who doing something for the community. We just want longevity for the community. People come in here, they make their money. They come in here when it's time for elections. They come in here when they need some money and support, and then they gone.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So we need everyone to just keep pushing forward. Man, I love you, brother. Man, y'all keep it moving. Snoop, Greg, all y'all, man. All y'all together with that, brother. And I'm with y'all, too. We're not out. Let's keep moving forward. Brother, keep your foot on the gas. Call me whenever. I'm out here now.
No question. I know you are, bro, and we've been on the front line together, and I thank you, bro. Listen.
Tiger said you got to get him a few bars before we go off. So.
Man, I don't got nothing. I'm on C. I'm on Mo. Tiger said, what?
Tiger keeps saying,
man,
Riis,
Riis, I may get a couple of few minutes. I may spit something real fast, man. Don, you ain't know I spit? Hey, man, Jay-Z ain't got nothing on me. He need to be, man, I'm fine. Hey, man, they better stop. No cap. Hey, look, people, this has been a great day, great show. We appreciate Maze Jackson for believing in us enough, man, to hold his, this is a prestigious spot here, man. He's built and he's created a space for black people that we all can appreciate and recognize, man. You give the people their flowers while they're alive, man.
Thank you, Maze.
Don't wait till the ops get us. Before ain't no ops, man. But don't wait, man, till a person died, bro, before you actually show them some love, bro. So, Maze, we're going to give you your love now, black man. We appreciate you, bro. You've been pushing and working. And I'm always here. We always here to support the best way we can. We all in our different lanes and busy trying to save black people from themselves and us from them and them from us. It's hard sometimes to even make time for the enjoyment of life. I can't wait. I've been home, man, almost 5 years now, and I still haven't really got no real peace and enjoyment with life, bro, because it's always the stress of building and fight for black people for nothing. And when you don't have the resources to build like you like, it's like grinding in the quicksand, right? You ain't sinking, but you still afloat. And you still pushing for them, and they still pulling you under. You still pushing. They don't post, share, give $5, none of that to nothing. But you still fight, push, and then they got all the complaints about everything and all the criticism with no efforts and no frontline approach towards assisting at nothing you do.
Right.
And I want to say that this cannabis and this gaming industry that May's always talking about, we on the outside looking in of all of it. We're on the outside in looking in at all of it. I'm pleased to say that we've been training guys on grow and how to deal from ex-con space, even to the point that we're working to open our vape store, our stuff on 51st Street to make 51st Street Black Wall Street, Black Town. That's my goal, to pick a block, I don't care if it's a barren area in Inglewood. We need to own it, control it, every piece of property, every land, every store on that corner. If you want to feed these shorty, produce something. And then you give them something before you speak about what they doing. You can easily talk to them about what they ain't doing if you don't have nothing to replace the activity with. Leave them alone if you can't replace the activity. Leave them alone. Stop messing with these shorties and stop talking about them, because y'all food butt is the reason the communities look the way they did. What a 12-year-old got to do with how the community look like? How did a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 16-year-old learn how to carjack, bro? You don't wake up out the mother's womb, man, learning how to carjack. I got a gun at 12 years old, man, my first gun. I never even had a book. I didn't even have a book. I got a gun before I got a book, bro. Why is that possible? These little shorties got to steal divvy bikes. I say borrow divvy bikes. Because you got millionaires that millionaires would buy $1 million worth of gas but won't buy 1 million bikes to keep the shorties from sticking women up from their cars.
Talk to them.
Because you're allowing them to be children, bro. The children, they don't care about your children. They don't care about children, people. The CPS, all of that don't care about children because they can't vote.
Wow.
They can't vote.
Strong.
They say they love your child, but they can't vote. And with that being said, I think it's time for us to wrap it up. Maze, we let Maze out the trunk. He that's our brother. We love him. The takeover is over for now, but it's not over for good. You're gonna see us some more. You know what I'm saying? Maze, thank you for the opportunity once again, brother. It was fun. And thank you, Riis, for being on the ones and two. If I need to spit, man, you give me something, I'll go out there. Let me see if I can conjure up something, man. My brain had no coffee. Came out, synapses not working. See, ex-cons know what synapses is. That's crazy. We thought we wasn't reading in prison.
We was reading thesauruses and dictionary.
We definitely on growth and development.
Ain't no question. I always have been.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
What's the point of drilling if you ain't looking for oil? That's my only bar. That's all I got. What's the point of drilling if you ain't looking for oil?
Drill, kill, rob, and steal. Skills like this, we gonna make the meal. Don't even trip, done, we the deal. Don't hate, Bo, deal, cause we be for real. Woo! Rocker, flocker, ain't ready. Put him in the trunk, his bars is so petty. Skills like this, my man, the rain heavy. If you don't like it, my man, you get chetty, I don't even care what they say. I'm keep spitting, flame at 51, still okay. Ho. They don't even know the truth. So we gonna keep spitting bars to raise the roof. Woo! And they don't even know. And I'm gonna keep going because I got flow. Now with time to get dough. Troll our blocks, a man, and let's go. Hold it. What they don't understand, I got this microphone strapped up inside my hand. Woo! And they don't even try but Riis, we got a plan. Black people first project. Ruthie more, she ain't ready. She was in the bed because she can't get up. Ready to go to work for white man to get up. And that's because she stuck. Skills like this, you get in the trunk. Ruthie, don't even try because the skills off the flame and you know I'm not lying. Woo!
It's going to take us to save us.
It's going to take us to save us. ECCSC.org. We love y'all. Thank you, What's in it for the black people, and thank you, listening audience. Tonight, tune in to ECCSC Nightly Review live on ECCSC Facebook page. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Peace.